Leo, let's have a look though. Leo romance. Wow. Four of Wands, Six of Cups. Okay, some of you are definitely revisiting a past life connection or a connection you've had in your past with someone. 10 of Wands and the World card. This is beautiful, Leo. Very, very nice for romance. Let's point out to the biggest card here that really speaks of commitment, which is the Four of Wands, and this is marriage, engagements, certified commitments that are happening here. Some of you are actually getting back together with an ex, and this relationship looks quite promising. I'm seeing that there's negotiations and sacrifice, that this person is coming in with pure intentions as indicated by the children here, that this person is the alchemist, so they're taking action to prove themselves to you once more, Leo. This is very exciting. They're going to do the hard yards, and as are you. I see that you're both very, very committed to this relationship. So for some, not for all, for some Leos, they will be getting together with an ex-partner. I feel like also if you've previously been talking to someone, Leo, and you've fallen apart, so you've gone your separate ways for whichever reasons, whether it's because of conflicting schedules, maybe you've had different desires, different goals, maybe you were at different stages in your life at the time, I feel as though you're coming back together. There's a higher power, there's an angel here that's bringing the two of you back together, and you're creating a new world together. This is rebirth with the World card. All possibilities are open. Anything's possible, Leo, and the two of you are creating your own world. I like it. This shows that there's a lot of intimacy between the two of you, that it's almost like the two of you will be happy in your own little world, your own little bubble. And you'll just be, there's romance, there's a reignited spark that's happening here for some of you. So this is very, very powerful. Definitely commitments. For those that are married or thinking about having children, this is coming up for you, whether it's pregnancy, planning another child, seeking medical services to have another child. And for others of you that are happily married and with children, I feel as though a holiday could bring the two of you closer together, a trip. I feel like you'll be very, very happy. There's lots of harmony for couples, for those that are in marriages, in existing relationships as well. So this is very, very beautiful. For the most part, there's a lot of positivity here, especially those that are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's a Sagittarius here as well. This is amazing for relationships. Some of you are going to be starting a long distance relationship, or geographical distance may separate the two of you in a partnership, but that won't affect the relationship. So for those that are worried about this, I feel as though should you put in the hard work, Leo, should you put in the effort, I feel as though this relationship could be very, very smooth sailing. This is the correspondence and the news and the arrows of love that are coming in. So for some, there's an online connection actually, and then you'll end up meeting face to face. For others that are single, there's a meeting taking place and several dates that perhaps you'll actually be gifted flowers or something special from this person, whether this is a new suitor, whether this is someone you've been seeing or courting or dating for quite some time, or even if you're married, you might get a few gifts here. So that's very, very beautiful. Celebrating anniversaries as well is coming up. And I really feel for those that aren't even thinking about getting back together with an ex, or any of this, it is not resonating with you. I feel if you're single and you're searching for love, there is a meeting, a destined meeting that's taking place here. Whether this meeting happens very, very briefly online, whether this encounter happens very, very briefly online, or whether this encounter happens face to face, it's a destined opportunity, Leo, but it's up to you to explore it further. I feel like it'll intrigue you, and you'll know when it comes around, and you'll know what you need to do. And I feel there could be several dates, potentially even different people coming in. But there's an angel here that's the alchemist, and he's orchestrating this meeting for you. And for some, if it's not a past lover, it's a past life connection that's coming through here with the Six of Cups. Possibly someone you've had a life with before previously. Maybe you were romantically connected in your past life, you were connected through blood, or maybe you just crossed paths in your previous life, but this is coming up with the Six of Cups here. Lots of beautiful memories and nostalgia coming in, creating wonderful memories this month in love, which is very, very beautiful. I also want to say those that are not on amicable terms with an ex-lover, I feel like this is a month for you where you can create a very civil relationship here with this person. Putting your pride aside, putting everything aside, and really coming into negotiations and being quite, although it's platonic, being quite pragmatic in your approach towards this person can bring about a very smooth sailing relationship here. Maybe it's an ex-lover, maybe it's an ex-husband or an ex-wife, but I feel like you can create a very nice emotionally civil bond here with each other. So this is really, really beautiful. And for those that are traveling and are single or traveling with a couple, lots of harmony. Singles will be meeting people online. Remember, destined meetings, however this happens, whether it's a brief encounter online that you'll explore further, or whether it's a destined meeting face-to-face, possibly outdoors, at a luncheon, at a place of commerce, shops, church, historical sites, etc. This could also be possible. Very exciting for you love-wise, Leo. I definitely feel you're coming out of this slumber because the cards indicate a lot of love is on the horizon for you. So that's absolutely positive. We absolutely want to welcome that in, don't we? And then let's move on and have a look at your career. Creative pursuits and career. What's going on with Leo? Oh, okay. Lots of cards have flipped over, so I'm only going to select the top 6 cards. 7 of Pentacles, very nice. Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Devil card. Okay, that was the 6 that you needed to know in your career, Leo. Let's see what's happening. Cycles. New cycles are coming in. New endeavors are coming in. There's a prophecy here. This is very powerful with the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. Fated change or a fated opportunity, something that's meant to be in your path in this lifetime is coming up career-wise. For some, it's a collaboration, possibly with a Capricorn here. Not that the Capricorn is bad. I sometimes look at this card and I wonder why they made the Devil the Capricorn. The Devil can represent temptation, manipulation, being linked to something, feeling like you're taken for granted. And, you know, this isn't the traits of a Capricorn, but it's either you're dealing with a Capricorn, so you're linked up with a Capricorn somehow in a collaboration at work, or there's someone who is manipulative around you at work, and they can be under any sign. You do have earth energy here with these cards. You also have fire, so look, it can be any sign really. It can even be someone of the opposite sex because you have the black and the white, Leo. So if you're a female watching this, that could be a manipulative male. In turn, if you're a male, there could be a manipulative female in the workplace here. And for some, it may be even this Aries that's around you. There's an intimidating figure around you, and there could be a bit of manipulation around this person. You know, I think for the most part, if you exhibit a lot of integrity and honesty and value and ethics, I feel like you can reach common ground with this person and you can work together, because the Chariot is dual to the Devil card. This sort of connection here, the Chariot, you know, these Sphinxes both are the drivers of the Chariot, so they're both contributing equally. However, in the Devil card, it could be one-sided. So that's something to think about here in the work sphere. For some of you, you see how there's 2 connections here. There's 2 different collaborations or 2 different relationships. This could indicate a second income stream and second income source, because I see that you're looking over your finances. And either there's a counter offer in regards to salary increase or pay. I am seeing a new cycle, so this could be indicative of promotion, but I'm also seeing movement. The fire sign is moving. The Page of Wands is a messenger, is a journeyman. So something about a journey, messenger, relocation, or travel connected in with work. The Four of Swords can sometimes indicate travel too. So I'm wondering if you're venturing out anywhere. But I feel as though if there is a travel opportunity coming up in work, I feel as though there'll be a proposal for you to stay on permanently, is what I'm seeing here. Whether it means permanently traveling to that place for the next 12 months, permanently relocating over there for a temporal for say 3 to 6 months or 12 months or more, and then coming back. There's something to do with you juggling an offer, but one that requires you to jump ship. So leave something behind or journey into new waters or relocate to a different city, country, state, maybe. fated change. The High Priestess only brings us massive change in our lives, life-altering changes. There's also a religious and spiritual connotation to this card, but in particular religious. We see the crescent moon of Islam, the Jewish Torah, and a Catholic cross in combined with, I guess, somewhat paganism and ritualistic beliefs here. And what I'm inclined to say here is that some of you are following a very important person or scripture or guidebook or something like this in your career this month. Now, I'm not sure if this is a business development manager, if this is a life motivational coach, if this is a business guru, but someone, maybe this is an author you'll start to follow, but someone is going to inspire you and bring you about on this cycle of change, Leo, in your career. It really speaks of waking up from this slumber, Leo. So if you've been on this journey of career, on a career journey, and it's been lack and limitation, and you've felt unfulfilled and you don't feel like you're enthusiastic or passionate about your career anymore, I feel like this is changing here. It's waking up from the slumber was the big theme for you. For some, you might even be going back to a past job that you've had before, because it's someone you either still talk to the boss, because there's a link here, so somehow you're linked together. For some of you, LinkedIn is coming up, so if you're on that site, you might actually get in touch with someone you've previously worked with, or someone might reach out to you via LinkedIn for a job, or you might reach out to them, is what I'm seeing here with the link. But I feel as though with the general theme of the readings here, it could be someone that you've previously worked for before, maybe someone that was a little bit intimidating like the Aries, the Emperor here, maybe someone quite influential and important, and maybe very, very poised, maybe manipulative, maybe not, maybe they're just a Capricorn or a fire sign, possibly even a Cancer here, that might be coming up for you that you'll get in touch with again. What's interesting here is that I think you'll work through the obstacles together. Because if I'm looking at these collaborations, whether you're trying to collaborate with someone in business or trying to work with or for the person you've worked for before, the black and the white here, the partnership, I feel like you'll potentially have a very, very good connection with this person. You might actually not even like them at first, Leo, but what I'm seeing is that your work ethic or your compatibility, your business acumen is very like-minded, and the two of you can actually accomplish a lot together is what I'm seeing. So I feel like you just need to embrace and trust what's happening here with this connection or this collaboration. And hopefully you can see gains here, because I do see quite a bit of money here for you. So accumulating wealth, prosperity, and abundance with this person's help or contribution. So look, I will leave it at that, Leo.